Okay, so here we are at the cooking stage. As you can see, my pot is filled to the brim with chopped up cactus juice, as you can see. I had so much that this stuff right here, I ain't going to be able to cook it tonight. I'm gonna have to do it tomorrow morning. It is now almost about 2 o'clock in the morning, and I gotta let this stuff cook for about 2 hours. That means I'll be up till about 4. But anyway, these little fuckers here, the ribs, like I was saying before about the ribs, I like to keep these separate, like I said. And you don't want to waste these. But these bad boys, I like to throw these in the blender separate from the actual plant material, because these are pretty thick, pretty chunky, and you want to try to chop these up as best you can. You don't want to gunk up your blender with these fuckers. But if you got to throw them in there separate. That's what I like to do, and the blender should chop them up pretty good. You'll be left with not so much pulp. This will really produce some pulp. These won't really produce pulp. It'll be all liquid, and you'll have these things floating around in there, these little wooden spines, wooden ribs, whatever. They'll be floating around. But they get thrown in there as well when it's time to cook, because these are just going to float right up to the top and get strained out. So here's the final product thrown into a cooking pot. It's nice and green and foamy and lovely. It looks like a big pot of guacamole, don't it? To you folks in Texas. Yeah. So it's going to be gunky. At the top, you're going to have the plant material at the top, as you can see, like snotty and gunky and stuff. And this gets cooked for 2 hours. 2 hours is a pretty good marginal time. If you really want to extract this stuff, go for 3 hours, go for 4 hours, or go for 3 hours. Extract your material, strain it, throw it back in the pot, let it cook for another hour or so, and you'll get a more refined product. But this stuff right here, this is going to sit for 2 hours on a low setting, as you can see. Started off on number 2, numero dos. Started off on a low setting. Let that run for about half an hour. After half an hour, a lot of this stuff is going to rise to the top, and you want to stir it. You don't want your material sticking to the sides of the pot and burning. That would suck. That is definitely not going to help you out very much. You don't want that happening. So you want to come check up on this every once in a while. Stir it up a little bit. You see, I got the antique wooden spoon here, old world style. So, like I said, this is going to cook for 2 hours. Let it sit on a low setting for 2 hours. Start her off low. After about an hour, work her up to a slow boil, and just keep stirring. Let that go for 2 hours. And in a couple hours, I'm going to show you my somewhat semi-finished product. I'm going to continue the series in the morning as well, but I'm going to do one more tonight, and we'll catch up with you later. Alright? See ya.